It's like a bug bite. First you get introduced. Once you finally kind of get into them, fill out kind of what they're like, get sucked into it. My name is Jordan Melville. I drive a 1989 Saab 900 SPG. To me, the silhouette of the 900 was similar, if not more attractive than the 911 or the Beetle. Both cars that have a shape that you could pick out from anywhere. Saab was an airplane manufacturer for Sweden, still are. Back, I believe it was the 50s, they decided that they wanted to make a car that was like a street-bound jet. 20 people or so put the first Saab together, and maybe 2 or 3 of them actually had their driver's license. So it was like a really weird group. I think they kind of engineered it to be built around the driver and completely for the driver's enjoyment. It's definitely its own genre. It isn't a sports car, it's not a family car, it's kind of in its own class. The Saab 99 Turbo is kind of what set them off. It was really one of the first production cars that had a turbocharger on it, and the 900 expanded on that from an 8-valve inline 4 to 16-valve inline 4. You had to go far and beyond your budget back then to really get a car that had this type of technology. So this was kind of like a very affordable sports car. I just remember that in the back of my head, I had seen the silhouette of like a 900, and that kind of stuck with me ever since I was a kid. I was looking on these classifieds and came across this 900. I had to see this car. I'll never forget the way that this car looked when it drove up to me. It's like a turning point in my life. I bought it as a daily driver. Kind of a rare find. I didn't really realize what I had at the time. I had no clue that it was an SPG. They call it the Special Performance Group, a higher level package offered from Saab. Better interior, better components in the motor. From there I kind of drove it all throughout the winter. It started leaking a lot of oil, and that's when I realized that I potentially had a big problem. Pulled the motor apart and completely refreshed it with new gaskets and everything. And I noticed that the body started falling apart, and that's when it really hit me, how much trouble I was in. The entire body's been gone over, just rust everywhere, so we cut out a lot of stuff and re-welded in new pieces. I really wanted to know what it was like to drive one of these cars brand new. I think the engine is just so interesting. It's a slant inline 4 that was based off a Triumph motor that Saab took and re-engineered and put it in backwards. When that turbo spools up, it is so awesome. The suspension from factory was very decent, and its handling capabilities are pretty nice. It still runs great, even for old a car as this is. They really did try to build these to last. I've had plenty Saabs come and go. a 1973 Saab 96, a 1978 Saab 99 Turbo, a 1999 Saab Viggen 93, a 2008 Saab 93. But no, this was like the first love. This is where it started at, and this is what took me down this path. So I don't foresee it going anywhere but here. The day that Saab died, to me it was kind of a modern day Studebaker. Studebaker was ahead of their time too when they went under, and I guess just a lot of bad circumstances that led up to it. But I felt like they were really making a come around. They re-released some of their cars with better technology and better styling, and it's kind of sad to see that they weren't able to make them to the road. Rest in peace, Saab.